Smallpox, please do. Please do. I'll check it out later, dude. Thank you so much. Please do email that through. Alright, guys, here we go. Last game for today's I Cast Your freaking awesome replays. Let's do it. Let's hop in a game. Down here in the bottom left-hand side, in the red, representing Nembot, it's Nemesis. You can see Nem sending in another replay. And she will be going up against, in the top right-hand side, in the blue, it is Tyler G. G as fuck. It's going to be a Protoss versus Zerg. Of course, guys, the challenge was Special Forces. You're not allowed to go past 100 supply. Now, these replays, most people just hop on ladder, play these games, and send me in the replays that they play. Often against unsuspecting opponents. So, good chance Tyler G doesn't play the challenge. We'll see how we go. If you guys want a chance for your replays to get cast next week, make sure you play the Gas Thief challenge. Send in your best games where you steal your opponent's gas geysers. Send submissions through to eonblue95@gmail.com as per always, and we will see how we go. I'm actually feeling really tired today. Me shoulder's starting to feel a little bit better. I can raise it without sharp pain. So, still gonna stay off it for a week or two, but should be good. And Nem comes in and she's like, you know what? You know what's gonna help me win early? Stopping you building an expansion. Throws down a pylon. This drone's like, oh, I just want to be a hatchery. Oi! All these fucking Protoss come and they build these fucking pylons and they take our jobs. I just wanted to be a hatchery, man. Why you gotta fucking take me job? Now I gotta go line up at fucking Centrelink again, man. I don't want to have to line up at Centrelink. It's fucked, man. You're a dickhead. I'm gonna fucking nibble you till you die. That's actually how drones talk, in case you guys didn't know. That's been a scientifically proven fact. Tyler G's like, well, I better build a whole pack of fucking angry claw boys to get revenge. But, oh, what a bunch of selfish pricks. These guys are like laughing as they ran past that drone. He's crying as he nibbles away. They're like, you know, we could help him. We could help him. Darren, the leader's like, nah, don't fucking help him. Bob's like, I feel like we probably should, Darren. It'll take us like 2 seconds to kill that pylon. We could still go attack the Protoss. Darren's like, nah, it's too funny watching that fucking drone try and take down that hatchery. Haha. Meanwhile, back here, the drone's like, oh, I just want to be a fucking hatchery, man. Let me fucking kill it. Queen's like, all right, Sonny, I'll help you out. Here you go. Can help you fill out your job application and everything. Meanwhile, there's a fucking photon cannon. Darren, Bob, and 2 of their friends all get fucking massacred. The drone finally starts the hatchery. Only about a minute and a half later than he would have liked it. And he's got so much money, he's like, I guess I should just go out and take another hatch. This drone, minus the tears, minus the 2 minutes of nibbling, is like, oh cool, I'll just get to become a hatchery straight away. Yay! This overlord here having a bit of a perv as per always. He's like, oh, I like to watch your wispy fucking fumes on top of your crystal. It gets me a little bit excited. I also like looking at this dude's face. Not the prettiest face, but you know what? He's got passion. He's got eroticism. And that's what Overlord's like. He's going to go off and find a dark corner to think about what he's seen, perhaps massage some of his tentacles a little bit. I don't really know. It's kind of disturbing, to be honest. Meanwhile, Nem's like, haha, me Adept come out and lured your Zerglings into their death. The cannon now has 6 kills. This guy is just like, haha, I fucking fucked you up. There is, of course, a complete wall off here, so Nem is actually walled in, which could be a problem if you weren't proxying your buildings on the other side of the map. Hats off to Nem here. Going full Special Forces mode is like, I think I'm going to try and kill you kind of fast in this game. Back at home for Tyler G, there's some link speed on the way, some more drones are building, but to be honest, this economy has been slowed down like crazy. Next to no drones on this expansion, there are some fuming poopy eggs on the hatchery. They're going to pop out into some dirty little worm boys. We'll see how that one goes. This queen's going to go on a little trek down to the 3rd hatchery. She's like, hatcheries need friends too. The Adept's going to come in. She's like, alright, I got me laser frisbee. Going to shoot a hatchery a little bit. Going to have some fun. Meanwhile, down here, we've got gateways and Charge is actually on the way. Oh god, this Adept gets surrounded. She gets killed. Only kills the single Zergling. Not a great trade. And we've got a ton of gateways going down here for Nem. Nem does have a little bit of excess gas. I'd love to see her pull these workers off gas, put those on the natural expansion. But we are going to see a shit ton of +1 charge lots warping in at this corner and going for a huge assault on Tyler G. Roach Warren does finish up here in the main base. Tyler G's like, alright, we're ready. We've got an economy now. We're going full Zerg mode. And do you know what full Zerg mode means? It means you build drones, and then you build more drones, you make some upgrades, some tech, and the whole time your map vision amounts to about fucking nothing. You've got no idea if your opponent's even expanded this game, you saw no Nexus earlier, and you're just gonna make a half-hearted attempt to scout by sending in one of these slow floaty perverts to kind of vaguely have a look around and pretend you're actually scouting. Meanwhile, Nemesis, well prepared, she's like, oh, you think you're going to scout, do you? Ha! That's fucking cute. I built me gateways in the back corner of my base. Good luck spotting those, yeah, dickhead. And this Overlord's like, oh, what did I see? I saw a pylon and some probes mining. Oh, yeah, I mean, if I was really smart, I would have noticed there wasn't anyone on the gas, and I actually would have probably been massing units because I would have known there's a charge all in, but that Overlord, unfortunately, did have a bit of brain damage on account of being a big floating fucking air balloon with tentacles hanging off it. So, not knowing about these Zealots yet, Nem's getting ready. A ton of warp gates starting to warp in the Zealots in the bottom right-hand side. They're going to get going now, running into that third base, but oh no, roaches are about to pop out. Nem's in giant trouble. That's more than enough roaches to deal with 5 Zealots. And, oh, this is not looking good for Nem. The roaches are out on time. Nem's in trubs. The roaches starting to fall, but already one Zealot going down. The roaches start to group up, and it looks like Nem gonna get a few roaches, and that's about it. These Zealots not finding any purchase. She's going to turn tail and run, realizing her folly. This Zealot took one for the team. Knew they were gonna get surrounded. Was like, it's okay, I'll lead them away. This probe can escape. This other Zealot can escape. It's fine. No, actually, I decided to get cowardly at the last second and lead you down to my proxy. This Zealot's like, don't worry, I'll come fight with you. I'm super fucking brave like that. Thankfully, they did die before luring them right into the proxy, and only this individual pylon gets spotted. Luckily for Nem, she remembers the age-old saying, when behind, douchebag shrine. That's what we always say. If you're behind, you might as well go for a bunch of invisible dudes with fucking swords, because that's your best chance of getting back in the game. Let's hope our opponent forgets detection. What have we got at home? We got some cannons. We've got one Immortal Boy, and that full wall off we were talking about earlier. So about 67 roaches coming across the map. A gigantic economy for Tyler G. I'd say this is a full bacon weave economy, if you know what I'm talking about. A full 12 inches. There's a moat of fucking creepy meat sauce around it. There's fuck all on the way for Nemesis, and it really is looking like she's deep down in Desperation Town right now. There's not a lot she can do. She's royally fucked, I think is the official way to explain this one. Oh god, she's gonna start breaking her own wall just as about 400 Zergs run in. Oh god, she better try and hold on. There's so many roaches. Thankfully though, the roaches, afraid of this choke point, afraid of big boy immortals, they are gonna back off for now. DTs are going to warp in. It's her only hope. Down here in the bottom right, 3 DTs warp in, and they've got their work cut out. She's at about 1/3 of the supply. She's at about 1/3 of the army supply. And each DT, I'd say, on average, needs to kill about 24 drones to equalize this game. Let's see what they can do. Couple of invisible dudes with swords. They're going to just run into the base. And let's hope they don't spend their time perving in the Zerg change rooms and instead actually go and kill some stuff. All 3 going into the main. Bit of an odd choice, but if you snipe that lair down, then there's no way to make Overseers. There we go, the DTs are in the main. Oh, she's gonna go for it! Go hard or go home. That's what they say. She's going for it. Overseers are morphing. There's another DT in the third base who's already doing some damage, taking down the spine, and then that queen. No doubt, I think that DT will win that fight. And there we go, the lair's gone. It's gonna go down. The lair falls. The DT down there in the third base starts to kill queens and hydras, but there are these Overseers on the way. The Hydralisk does fall though. This DT down here has done some nice damage. It's up to 12 kills. So many drones starting to fall. Oh my fucking god, the meat grinder. Nem here, vastly behind in this game. But talk about special forces. A bunch of elite invisible dickheads come in, slice and dice the economy. This DT still going ham in this third base. Oh my god, it's done so much damage. It's up to 17 kills. Thankfully for Tyler, it's not focusing on the drones. It's just trying to fight the roaches and hydras. Decides to take the better part of valor and says, yeah, let's back off out of here. Probably don't want to keep going in. And meanwhile, we've got Immortal, Archon, Stalker, Sentry. a tiny elite force. Remember, guys, this is a 150 supply Zerg. That's a huge horde of Zerg units right now. This is one little elite ball of Protoss stuff. Yeah, the upgrades are okay. Yeah, the unit comp is okay. But realistically, this will fucking destroy that. Thankfully for Nem, Tyler, not a fan of roach speed, not a fan of Hydra movement speed, is like, let's move a big ball of the slowest units around in the map. Let's get 2-2 upgrades. Roach speed, who needs that? Never heard of it, to be honest. I don't really believe in cardio. I mean, we bench all day, we make our +2 carapace, but we never, ever fucking go through on leg day. Oh no! Roger Moore, the DT, does end up going down there. The spine crawls headbutt his face. Nem's in a bit of trouble, to be honest. I don't know if she can take this down. She's oh my god, she's out in the open. The units are coming back. That's an absolute fucking horde of Zerg. She force fields. Some beautiful force fields there. I think she might have to take the rocks down. She snipes the hatch. Go for the rocks, please. Or recall, you gotta get out of here, Nem. You're in fucking trouble right now. Oh my god, the roaches and hydras having a little bit of an identity crisis about what they were trying to achieve there, but they are gonna start to push forward, and I think Nem's gonna lose this whole force. Oh, there we go, a nice recall at the last second. They'll save some Stalkers and an Archon. Another Archon's like, fuck this shit, I'm not gonna fight 27 roaches. I'm gonna run in that natural and kill your workers and stuff. Starts fighting the queens. We've got Zealots and DTs in the main base at the same time. Nem is all over it. Full on special forces counterattack. Drops the Archon's like, actually, on second thought, let's leave. Let's leave. The Archon decides to walk home across the map. Somehow escapes death. I've got no fucking clue how. The Zealots and DTs tearing up the tech structures in the main. The spawning pool gonna go down. The Hydra Den's gone. The Roach Warren's almost dead. The Evo Chamber going down. Back at home, Stalker's taking down Overlords. The third base is going down. We've got Roaches and Hydras coming across the map. Roach, speed, Hydra upgrade, still nowhere in sight. The main base is forfeit. The third is gone. There's only one base left for Tyler G. And guess what? The lair's gone. There's no spore. There's no detection at home whatsoever. These three overseers are the only detection that Tyler G is going to have in this game. An Immortal, a few Archons, and a ton of Stalkers with +2 going to try and defend this third base. The horde of Zerg moves forward. Is it going to be enough? I think it will. I don't know if Nem has enough right now. Nem's in trouble. The third base gets cancelled. Her army falls brutally, brutally going down. But there's no detection on the other side of the map. The Zealots and the DTs run in. Tyler G is got no detection. Can't even build a spore crawler because the spawning pool's not done right now. And he's going to lose everything. Starts to try and break the ramp. We've got that battery boy, but it's run out of energy. The cannon goes down. The Immortal starting to take damage. It's going to fall as well. It goes down. And it looks like the Roaches and Hydras are going to make it into the base. I think Nem might need to focus down the Overseers. That might be her one desperate chance to win this game. There's just too much Zerg right now. I don't see how she can take on this army unless she can get rid of those Overseers. But you know what? Actually, she's killing everything at home. The DTs are wiping out the buildings. The drones have not escaped. Tyler G so focused on the offense. He's not focused on the D. And I gotta say, guys, you've always got to focus on the D as much as the O. The defense as well as the offense. 3 DTs are gonna warp in. Are they on the offense or are they on the defense? They're on the offense. And oh my god, there's only a few buildings left right now. Wasting the last money on Zerglings rather than drones. There's only 4 drones left right now. They're not rebuilding structures. And these last structures are starting to die. Oh my god. Tyler G is so focused on killing the buildings, hasn't even given a thought to the base trade. The extractor falls. The last 2 extractors here. These are the last buildings. The drones still not trying to build anything. They're just sitting there like a bunch of dummies. That's the last extractor, and it looks like Nem went behind Douchebag Shrine, claws that one out of the bag of despair, is like, well, I'm at a third of the supply. I'm totally brutally fucked in this game. Douchebag fucking throws some douchebags in, kills the lair, kills 47 drones, is like, you know what, I think I'm back in this game, why not? And apparently, Tyler G, not too experienced in the base trade, the drones decided to take a smoke break rather than build some extra buildings, and that'll be that. Nem takes out the final game from way behind. And what a truer way to win with special forces than that. Couple of DTs in the back door when everything's looking lost, take out those key targets, and bam, 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 thank you, ma'am. Nemesis takes the last game. Thank you very much, guys, for your submissions. We've had a great show today, as per always. If you want to get your replays featured in next week's, remember, we like bronze replays, we like silver replays, we like gold replays, platinum, diamond, masters, GM. It doesn't matter what your league, your skill level, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. We just like fun games. action-packed preferably, things where unique and hilarious things happen. Send your replays in. Info's in chat. Next week's challenge just involves gas steals. Really easy challenge to play, so you can be super, super creative in how you play it. Just take gases wherever the fuck you can. Steal your opponent's gas geysers. You can play pretty much any strategy off the back of that. Send me in your best replays, and there's a good chance your replays will get featured. You know, we very rarely get over 30 submissions. Some weeks we get like 5 or 10 submissions if I forget to kind of advertise and mention that IC is on. So you've actually got a very good chance of getting your replay cast if you submit it. Not just that, it's actually bloody fun, even if your replay never gets featured, to play the challenges, because it forces you to play the game a little bit differently, try out some things which you normally don't use and you don't try. So have some fun, guys. Get your replays through to me, and thank you very much for being part of the show, dudes. Thank you very much. Great to see Dark Minions playing.